Wired autocomplete interview. Let's see what weird things you guys Google about me. Whew, I actually don't Google myself much, so I have no idea what's about to pop up. Okay, board number 1. Why is Mr. Beast named Mr. Beast? I wish I had a better story to tell you guys, but when I started an Xbox Live account many years ago when I was a little kid, it autofilled the name as Mr. Beast 6000. Eventually I dropped the 6000 and that's how I got Mr. Beast. What is Mr. Beast logo supposed to be? I don't really know. I guess it's kind of like a tiger. I'll be honest. I mean, even though that logo's probably been seen 100 billion times, I actually put very little thought into it. When I was a little kid, I just kind of designed a tiger and here we are. My name, my logo, probably should have had more thought behind it. I'll admit it. Why does Mr. Beast change his thumbnails? That's a good question. So what they're referring to is sometimes we'll upload a video with the thumbnail and then if you check the video a month later, it'll have a different thumbnail. The answer is, I just never know how to thumbnail our videos because sometimes we'll do something crazy like world's fastest man versus a cheetah. How do you show that in a thumbnail? Because there's like 100 different ways you can make a thumbnail of a man running against a cheetah. You could do like a side profile shot, you could do a frontal shot. And so a lot of it is me just like second guessing myself and be like, I don't know if this thumbnail is the best, or maybe we change this angle. And my thumbnail team probably hates me because I just like change my mind all the time and constantly change the thumbnails. Thumbnails are important, but what is ultimately most important is that you just make great content. How does Mr. Beast get his contestants? Typically we have this Instagram page that I promote on my Instagram stories all the time called Mr. Beast Casting. It has the verified check mark, and then we just source a lot of our contestants through there. All right, we got another one. Mr. Beast's first video. Well, if you go to my channel, you can set it to oldest and you will see that my first video is actually, I recreated Saw in Minecraft. I was a little kid with a hand-me-down laptop from my brother that I kind of like stole. I load up Minecraft and I'm just building like, I built this big box and then I put like some little like pigs from there in there and then built like mini weird saw traps, and I was just like, look at this funny, weird thing I made, and it was, yeah, no one watched it or cared. The thing is, if you watch a piece of content you made 6 months ago and you don't see a lot of things that could be improved, then you're probably not constantly improving and evolving. And so for me, there is no such thing as a perfect video. Things can always be better. The pacing or the editing or, you know, even the coloring, the lighting, there is no perfect piece of content. And so I think until the day I die, I will always look at whatever I filmed 6 months prior and, you know, see the flaws and think it could be improved. Does Mr. Beast respond to DMs? I'll just be blunt. I probably get over 100,000 DMs a day. So I do respond to maybe a couple here and there a month, but if you DM me, the odds of me replying to you are probably lower than a shark falling from space and eating you. So maybe just don't waste your time. Mr. Beast off camera. That's me right here. It's actually partially why I'm excited to do this. My videos have gotten so big and sometimes they revolve around the contestants and not me, and a lot of people feel like they don't know me anymore or really get to hear me talk. And it was pretty eye-opening. I uploaded a video on my second channel where I reacted to a video called Hide Me in 10 Years, and it was just me talking. And like the top comment on my video was like, wow, it's very refreshing to see Jimmy just being himself. And it had like 30,000 upvotes. And I was like, dang, I should do more chill things, you know? Because everything I do is like bigger, higher stakes. And it seems like right now a lot of people who watch my content or fans, whatever you wanna call them, just wanna see more raw me. And so, yeah, hopefully people don't have to Google Mr. Beast off camera. They can just see me in situations like this. What does Mr. Beast do with his money? Depends on the week. One week we're burying me alive for a video. The next week we are, you know, building 100 wells in Africa. Jokes aside, I spend most of my money on our YouTube content. Could be literally anything. If you scroll through my channel, it's a bunch of random stuff. So outside of content though, you know, I have a couple cats, a couple dogs. I have a fiance. For the most part, I reinvest all my money into content and I, you know, don't really do much besides film. What is Mr. Beast's most expensive video? Back in the day, it used to be when we recreated Squid Games. I spent $4 million on that. And that was like crazy at the time. But I mean, we've had quite a few videos since then where we've spent more than 4 million. It's hard because I don't really track like or care that much about the money spent. It's more about the story. What do people feel? And it's not really about the money anymore. But I will say the most just period expensive thing I did was Beast Games, which was our Prime Video show. I mean, in season 1, I spent over like $20 million just building a city in the show. So for the contestants to live in. So that thing, we got a little carried away. What is Mr. Beast's most popular video? Well, as of right now, my most viewed video is when I recreated Squid Games in real life. I used to, when I was younger, focus a lot on views and how many views does a video get. But the wave I've been on more recently is just obviously how does a video make people feel? Because there's a big difference between 100 million people watching a video, right? Our average video does 200 million views. There's a big difference between 200 million people watching a video and be like, yeah, that was cool, versus 200 million people watching a video and loving it and be like, wow, that was really awesome, and like really enjoying the experience. And so I try to measure it more on, you know, quality views as opposed to just views. What is Mr. Beast doing next? I am actually dropping season 2 of Beast Games, our biggest competition show ever in the history of anything. We have 100 of the strongest people in the world compete against 100 of the smartest people in the world for $5 million, maybe $10 million. Yeah, I mean, we built a brand new city, biggest sets in history, just a whole large, massive undertaking. And that's been a good chunk of this past year. And I'm excited for it to finally come out. Oh, those are fun ones. What we got next? Who won Mr. Beast's island? Which island? Whoever Googled this, you didn't clarify. I've given away a lot of islands in my life. Actually, this year, I think I've given away 2 islands